I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming.
Hey guys, Galaxy here today with another Minecraft Skyblock video, and I'm here to talk about more of the new Crimson Isle kind of stuff, and talking about something like with the new lava fishing kind of situation. The lava rod and magma rod. Oh, I need to go collection, fishing, magma fish, magma rod, which is here, 1000 collection. Are completely redundant in my opinion. Magma is pretty much like the same as the one that's in Lily Pad, I think. It's like the same as like challenging. Yeah, it's there, but like there's like Rod of Legends and etc. that are much better. Like there's the Inferno, Hellfire, etc. But the sacks I think are way too high. I think the at least the small lava fishing sack should be like here or something, like under 5,000 in my opinion, because your inventory or your backpacks etc are going to fill up so fast, and they don't work with the current fishing sacks, so that's really annoying. And some of these basic crafting materials that you can get are soulbound, like these. If I really wanted to get both of these crafts, Ragnarok Axe and the Wand of Strength, that's gonna be incredibly hard to do solo. Like you have to run around with like 15 people kind of deal to get it, the skulls, and that's not even talking about anything else. The Horns of Torment / the Horn of Taurus need 32 per one of these power stones, and if you're on Iron Man or you wanted to grind it out and not just spend money, that's what, like 4.5 stacks of these, and I don't even know how you're meant to get them. To be honest, I don't know. I just randomly found them when fishing, and there's like and with this person, see the objective, find a volcanic stonefish. The first one you get is completely redundant. You can't progress the thing because you click on them and with the fish in your hand, because that's how you're meant to turn it in, and then you can't. So the GUI to progress pops up for 1 frame, if that, and then and then it goes away. So you have to get a second one to do it, and you can't do the faction quest that you see on the kind of in tab near the middle. Or you can come here, because you can't kind of do these until you get the objective done, like the entire quest line, which is okay, but like, come on, to a certain degree you should be able to at least get to at least have access to it, and not just. And they also change what was it, fire immunity and the fire talisman, like massive fire talisman nerf. It's like, and lava talisman, which is like, come on. You've added a way to get it. You could have just made it like a rare drop to make it like revert it back. And you've already like made us weaker with the reforged stuff on talismans because they changed it again. And so it's somewhat frustrating if you can't tell that it's like you've made us weaker. You've he's like barely done. You've made us weaker. You've made all the mobs much harder to kill. Even me with like 3.5 bill net worth or something can barely survive. Like, I got full necker on the, you know, I don't have the best weapon. I got rid of my giant sword because I needed the cash for to try and get more minion slots and that. But still, like, you can't just expect us to get something that's really hard and then somehow meant to get it in like 4 months once we finally get this up, because possibly the Inferno minion does this passively, but otherwise you have to manually get 500k. And with myself, with a co-op that doesn't log on, hasn't logged in several months, my collection's divided by 3. So I have to get 1.5 million of these magma fish. So why is it so laggy going up these stairs? But it's just really obnoxious, and you just spend hours and hours to get it back to the same strength that you like at. Yeah, it makes it a lot more simple and all this other kind of stuff for newer players, sure, but realistically, who, like, what percentage of the player base is new? Like, what, 10% at most? Like, come on, just make it, please. At least, like, buff the reforges a little bit, because it's like uber annoying. If I got the Crimson set of armor, really, in my opinion, really cool. Like, you have to kill a boss a bunch of times. Yeah, you can like buy the base set, so you can, all the people that want to get at least the base enchant kind of things that drop, if they want to find one and like upgrade it from there, cool. And then you can get the Inferno tier, which is pretty much like adding stars, but actually properly upgrades it, and not just like, oh, you get bonus stats and dungeons and that's it. That system, in my opinion, really cool. So people can't just buy their way to the top, they have to do some level of grinding. So like bots and that can't just go, like someone can't just run like 200 bots, for example, and doing sugarcane, nether wart, etc., like farming, and then, or mining. I've seen a bunch of mining macros, and do it like that, because honestly, since the game's release, that has been the method. You have people like briefing, you got people like briefing, HS Fearless if he plays, Refraction, etc., that play a ton of this game, like grinding out, earning a bunch of money, like coins and that, and then people are just providing them with coins to grind it out. So to some level, that's a good thing, but some level of these items should be soulbound, but I feel like they've overdone they've overdone the amount that's already like predetermined soulbound, because there's like, if you're not playing much, you have no chance of realistically earning any of this. You just have to deal with it, and like, especially with this like reputation stuff, you're not gonna be able to get like the tier 11 mycelium one minion or the red sand minion maxed out. Like, no one's gonna, those people, yes, small, I doubt they're even gonna get like some of these collections even to the near the end. Like, after all this time since Skyblock's been out, I have a max slime ball collection, and that's been out for what, 3 years? So like, come on. Some of these things should be at least either easier to get or not as many items soulbound. Either one. Just like, don't have to, just like these like uncommon items and some things on the bazaar should be like the diamond magma fish makes a bit of sense in terms of like why it's so hard to get, but like great white shark teeth, they're still going over a mil each, and they're not too difficult to get whenever marina is selected, but they still have a good purpose. People that don't play as much, say at 5 hours a month or something, can reasonably get that in a reasonable amount of time. It's like, oh, do say 3 hours of the 5 hours are fishing during marina, and if they enjoy that and they got all the shark teeth that they wanted, that's kind of how I feel like it should be. Some level of difficulty, but I think it's gone a little bit over the top. It's like 0.1%, like 0.1% of players, or maybe pushing it to 1% of players will be able to get it. Like, how many people have gotten the golden dragon pet that don't live and breathe this game? Probably only a couple hundred, if that, and probably most of them have some level of macro or scamming or something like that involved to some degree. So yeah, that's my kind of opinions on it and some of my frustrations with the Crimson Isle update. Don't get me wrong, most of this update is really cool to see, but yeah, I'll see you guys later in the next episode of Skyblock, or well, pretty much video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.